Hello. Our word today comes from the book of Second Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7, which says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind." The book of Second Timothy is actually a letter written by the apostle Paul to his young associate by the name of Timothy. In this letter, Paul, who himself is in prison and anticipating his own death because of the circumstances that he was under, wanted to make sure that he had communicated some things to Timothy. And this is the letter in which we find our verse for today. Paul wanted to make sure that Timothy understood that God had not given a spirit of fear. And these are words that are true for us today. You see, the word fear that is used here in Greek can also be translated as the word cowardice. Cowardice, when you look in the dictionary, is defined as lack of courage, or as one dictionary put it, lack of firmness of purpose. Lack of firmness of purpose. When we are not clear of what we are about, when we are not clear of what our core purpose is, who we serve, and why we were put on this earth, it is easy to be swept up in everything that is going on around us, particularly when things don't go according to plan. But when our purpose is clear, when our focus is unwavering, then we can be able to exhibit the power, the love, and the sound mind that Paul is talking about in his letter to Timothy. We can be able to work our gifts and our talents. We are not so powerless because we can still be a blessing to others, even at a time when things are not going according to plan. We can be able to be vessels of God's love, the great love that He has poured into us. We can be able to pour that love into others in whatever ways are available to us, right? In a world where it seems like love has been stripped from everything and everyone, we can be the lights in a very dark world. And the last part of that is that we can do all this with a sound mind. Sound mind means that we are not doing things chaotically. We are doing things in order. We are being a blessing to others in a way that we do not endanger others. In our present context, that means that we can find ways to be a blessing to others even as we are in self-isolation, right? Even as we are social distancing, we can still be a blessing. We can still find ways to be able to be light in a very dark world. And that's my word for you today. That is my encouragement to you today. God is telling us that we can still be His vessels, even when it seems like there is nothing that is going according to plan, and even when it seems like we have lost complete control of everything. But there is still hope, and I hope that you are as excited as I am about the different ways that we can be a blessing to one another. And I hope that you will find ways to be a light in somebody else's world. Maybe it can be through a phone call, or maybe it can be through an email, or whatever ways. Maybe it can even be just praying for somebody or singing a song. I've seen so many videos of people singing encouraging songs, and there's nothing like music to lighten up your mood, right? And so I urge you today to find a way to be a blessing to somebody. And maybe as you are being a blessing to somebody, you just might find that you have been a blessing to yourself and encouraged yourself.